Hi, boys and girls. Ready for a story? It's 100 week. Yes, we'll have our 100th day on Thursday, but we might as well read a few books while we're at it. Let's start with Fancy Nancy, the 100th day of school. Fancy Nancy is a fun little character because she likes to use fun, big, fancy words. Like instead of saying big, she might say gigantic. Instead of saying little, she might say minuscule. See if you can hear some of Nancy's fancy language in here. Because one day, as you become writers, you're going to try to pick just the right words, like this author, Jane O'Connor, does in this book. Fancy Nancy and the 100th Day of School by Jane O'Connor, cover illustration by Robin Pries Glassers, and the interior illustrations by Ted Enoch. That means one illustrator did the cover and a different illustrator did the inside. They worked together. It is the 97th day of school, and I have a dilemma. Dilemma is a big word for problem. I do not know what to bring in for the 100th day. Bree put 100 feathers on a hat. It looked so elegant. That's a fancy word for pretty. Robert is bringing his stamp album. There are 100 stamps in it. Yoko's piggy bank has 100 pennies. The bank is transparent. That means you can see inside. Lionel made a ball out of 100 rubber bands. They're doing a 100 project like we are. Maybe this will give you some ideas. After school, I look all around my room. I have 39 hair clips. That's not enough. I have 57 bracelets. That's not enough. I have 84 ribbons. That is not enough. What am I going to do? Now it is the 98th day of school. More kids bring in stuff. A bag with 100 marbles. A jar with 100 jelly beans. A box with 100 crayons. I tell Ms. Glass my dilemma. She tells me not to worry. You are very imaginative. That means you are full of good ideas. You will think of something. At home, I tell Mom my dilemma. She is making dinner. How about a poster with macaroni, she says. I do not want to hurt Mom's feelings. 3 kids have already done stuff with macaroni. Macaroni is not imaginative. Dad is doing the wash. Maybe he will have a good idea. Dad says, I bet we have 50 pairs of socks. That makes 100. I do not want to hurt Dad's feelings, but socks are ugly. I want something imaginative and fancy. After dinner, I try to think some more. All of a sudden, I hear my sister crying. Look, my sister says. She points at her fishbowl. Goldie is her goldfish. Goldie is not moving. We bury Goldie in our yard. Everyone is sad, even Frenchie. I am so glad that dogs live a long time. We put a few pebbles from Goldie's bowl on top. I tell my sister, we will remember Goldie fondly. Fondly means with love. The next day I write a poem. Goldie was gold, for a fish she was old. She liked to swim, so she stayed slim. You can't kiss a fish, but you can miss a fish. Ms. Glass liked my poem. She reads it to the class. Nancy uses interesting words. Slim means thin. Her poem is in verse. That means it rhymes. At home, it is sad to see the empty fishbowl. Mom is about to throw out the pebbles. Then all of a sudden, I get an idea that is imaginative. Stop, I say. I wash and dry all the pebbles. They are so pretty, I count them. Yes, there are 104. I get my markers. I get a huge piece of paper. Huge is even bigger than big. I will make a poster. I spell out Goldie's name in glitter. I draw a picture of Goldie in her bowl. Excuse me. Then I glue on the pebbles. I let my sister help. I write on the poster, there are 100 pebbles in the fishbowl. Today is the 100th day of school. I bring in my poster. I made it just in time. Ms. Glass brings in something too. It's a cart with 100 books. She will read them all to us before school ends in June. Ms. Glass is so imaginative. And now you're going to get to be imaginative because on Thursday, everybody will have a 100 project and you'll get to tell about it. Can't wait to see how imaginative and fancy you can be. See you tomorrow.